Safety precautions. The following precautions are provided to prevent harm or injury to yourself or others. Make sure to thoroughly understand and follow these precautions before using the product. If you experience any malfunctions, problems, or damage to the product, contact the nearest Canon Service Center or the dealer for whom you purchased the product. Warning. Follow the warnings below. Otherwise, death or serious injury may result. To prevent fire, excessive heat, chemical leakage, explosions, and electrical shock, follow the safety guide below. Do not use any batteries, power sources, or accessories not specified in the instruction manual. Do not use any homemade or modified batteries, or the product if it is damaged. Do not short circuit, disassemble, or modify the battery. Do not apply heat or solder to the battery. Do not expose the battery to fire or water. Do not subject the battery to strong physical shock. Do not insert the battery's plus and minus ends incorrectly. Do not recharge the battery in temperatures outside the allowable charging, working temperature range. Also, do not exceed the recharging time indicated in the instruction manual. Do not insert any foreign metallic objects into the electrical contacts of the camera, accessories, connecting cables, etc. When disposing of battery, insulate the electrical contact with tape. Contact with other metal objects or batteries may cause a fire or an explosion. If excessive heat, smoke, or fumes are emitted when recharging the battery, immediately unplug the battery charger from the power outlet to stop recharging. Otherwise, it may cause a fire, heat damage, or electrical shock. If the battery leaks, changes color, deforms, or emits smoke or fumes, remove it immediately. Be careful not to get burned in the process. It may cause a fire, electrical shock, or burns if you keep using it. Prevent any battery leakage from contacting your eyes, skin, and clothing. It can cause blindness or skin problems. If the battery leakage continues in contact with your eyes, skin, or clothing, flush the affected area with lots of clean water without rubbing it. See a physician immediately. Do not leave any cords near a heat source. It can deform the cord or melt the insulation and cause a fire or electrical shock. Do not hold the camera in the same position for long periods of time. Even if the camera does not feel too hot, prolonged contact with the same body part may cause skin redness or blistering due to low temperature contact burns. Using a tripod is recommended for people with circulation problems or very sensitive skin, or when using the camera in very hot places. Do not fire the flash at anyone driving a car or other vehicle. It may cause an accident. When the camera or accessories are not in use, make sure to remove the battery and disconnect the power plug connecting cables from the equipment before storing. This is to prevent electrical shock, excessive heat, fire, and corrosion. Do not use the equipment where there is flammable gas. This is to prevent an explosion or a fire. If you drop the equipment and the casing breaks open to expose the internal parts, do not touch the exposed parts. There is a possibility of an electrical shock. Do not disassemble or modify the equipment. High voltage internal parts may cause electrical shock. Do not look at the sun or an extremely bright light source through the camera or lens. Doing so may damage your vision. Keep equipment out of the reach of children and infants, including when in use. Straps or cords may accidentally cause choking, electrical shock, or injury. Choking or injury may also occur if a child or infant accidentally swallows a camera part or accessory. If a child or infant swallows a part or accessory, consult a physician immediately. Do not use or store the equipment in dusty or humid places. Likewise, keep the battery away from metallic items and store it with its protective cover attached to prevent short circuit. This is to prevent fire, excessive heat, electrical shock, and burns. Before using the camera inside an airplane or hospital, check if it is allowed. Electromagnetic waves emitted by the camera may interfere with the plane's instruments or the hospital's medical equipment. To prevent a fire and electrical shock, follow the safeguards below. Always insert the power plug all the way in. Do not handle the power plug with wet hands. When unplugging a power plug, grasp and pull the plug instead of the cord. Do not scratch, cut, or excessively bend the cord or put a heavy object on the cord. Also, do not twist the cord. Do not connect too many power plugs in the same power outlet. Do not use a cord whose wire is broken or insulation is damaged. Unplug the power plug periodically and clean off the dust around the power outlet with a dry cloth. If the surrounding is dusty, humid, or oily, the dust on the power outlet may become moist and short-circuit the outlet, causing a fire. Do not connect the battery directly to an electrical outlet or a car's cigarette lighter outlet. The battery may leak, generate excessive heat, or explode, causing fire, burns, or injury. A thorough explanation of how to use the product by an adult is required when the product is used by children. Supervise children while they are using the product. Incorrect usage may result in electrical shock or injury. Do not leave a lens or lens-attached camera in the sun without a lens cap attached. Otherwise, the lens may contract the sun's rays and cause a fire. Do not cover or wrap the product with a cloth. Doing so may trap heat within and cause the casing to deform or catch fire. Be careful not to get the camera wet. If you drop the product in water, or if water or metal gets inside the product, promptly remove the battery. This is to prevent fire, electrical shock, and burns. Do not use paint thinner, benzene, or other organic solvents to clean the product. Doing so may cause fire or a health hazard. Cautions. Follow the cautions below, otherwise physical injury or property damage may result. Do not use or store the product in high temperature locations, such as inside a car under the hot sun. The product may become hot and cause burns. Doing so may also cause battery leakage or explosion, which will degrade the performance or shorten the life of the product. Do not carry the camera around when it is attached to a tripod. Doing so may cause an injury or an accident. Also, make sure the tripod is sturdy enough to support the camera and lens. Do not leave the product in a low temperature environment for an extended period of time. The product will become cold and cause injury when touched. Do not fire the flash near the eyes. It may hurt the eyes.